On June 12, 2025, Air India flight AI-171 from Ahmedabad to London that crashed minutes after takeoff in a residential area near Gujarat city's airport with 242 people on board was a Dreamliner by Boeing, the American aircraft company that has been mired in controversy in recent years. 241 on board AI-171 were declared dead. The cause of the Ahmedabad crash, one of the worst civil aviation accidents in India, is not yet known. But it has put the spotlight back on Boeing. Directorate General of Civil Aviation said that the aircraft, piloted by Captain Sumit Sabharwal, flying experience 8,200 hours, and First Officer Clive Kundar with flying experience of 1,110 hours, made a mayday call minutes after takeoff. The warning bells were always going off, if only anyone paid attention.
From the black box data, we should be able to know what was wrong on the aircraft, because understanding that this is a Boeing 787 aircraft, this is a pretty modern age, latest aircraft from Boeing.
In January 2024, Sam Salepor, a Boeing engineer turned whistleblower, had reportedly told US Federal Aviation Administration that Boeing took shortcuts to manufacture its 787 Dreamliner jets and that the risks become catastrophic as the planes age. Salepor claimed that 787 Dreamliner planes have structural failings that could eventually cause them to break apart.
In a rush to address its bottlenecks in production, Boeing hit problems, pushing pieces together with excessive force to make them appear that the gaps don't exist, even though they exist. The gap didn't actually go away, and this may result in premature fatigue failure.
Sam revealed that changes to the construction process had introduced shortcuts that caused parts of the plane's fuselage to be improperly fastened together. The parts could, he warned, fall apart after thousands of flights.
Since 2013, there have been serious issues on the 787 program, not properly closing thousands of gaps in its assembly of the fuselage on major joints.
Boeing had denied the allegations. John Barnett, another whistleblower, told US federal investigators that he repeatedly found substandard parts being installed on aircraft and critical safety checks being bypassed to meet deliveries deadlines. "I saw things that made me deeply uncomfortable," Barnett said in one of the interviews before he was found dead in 2024. His death in the midst of legal testimony against Boeing was ruled as a suicide. The Air India Flight 171 tragedy has reignited long-standing questions about Dreamliner's design integrity, quality control lapses at Boeing, and alleged culture of silencing internal safety concerns. When Boeing announced its plans for the Dreamliner in 2004, it pitched the plane as a revolution in commercial aviation, a sleek, fuel-efficient, long-haul jet that could fly farther on less fuel thanks to its lightweight carbon fiber reinforced polymer fuselage. But the plane's journey from the drawing board to the runway was anything but smooth. To cut costs, Boeing decided to outsource production across a global supplier network and focus on final assembly. Major sections of the plane, like large parts of the body and wings, tail fins that control up and down movement, and mechanical and electronic systems, would be built by partners in Japan, Italy, and USA. This was a dramatic departure from Boeing's traditional model. This design by committee approach led to delays, quality control issues, incompatibility between parts. Problems surfaced as suppliers missed deadlines. The original target of 2008 slipped repeatedly. When the first 787 entered service with All Nippon Airways in late 2011, the program was more than 3 years late and billions of dollars over budget. No sooner, Dreamliner faced crisis. In January 2013, a Japan Airlines 787 parked at the gate at a Boston airport suffered battery fire in its auxiliary power unit. A few months later, in Japan, an ANA 787 experienced battery issues mid-flight, forcing an emergency landing. The fleet returned to service after 3 months. Boeing's reputation took a major hit when an FAA investigation was launched, and it was forced to suspend 787 deliveries for much of 2021 and 2022. Over 1,110 Boeing 787s are in active service with the airlines worldwide, making it one of Boeing's best-selling wide-body aircraft. In India, Air India operates Dreamliners on domestic trunk routes and international destinations. Air India has 28 Dreamliners in its fleet. The Ahmedabad crash adds to the avalanche of financial and safety concerns already engulfing Boeing. Boeing is still recovering from a 2019 737 MAX 8 crash in Ethiopia, killing 157 people, and an incident in 2024 where a door blew out on a brand new 737 MAX 9 of Alaska Airlines. Boeing had promised a new era of transparency and reform, but this crash has proved once again that Boeing has a question to answer. Were glaring warning signs ignored?